Wow, most of you that actually responded to my survey said that you live within a walking, biking, or public transportation distance to campus. Some of you said that climate change is not a real threat to our well-being. So how do these two relate to one another? According to a National Geographic report, vehicles are America's biggest air quality compromisers, producing about 1/3 of all US air pollution. The smog, carbon monoxide, and other toxins emitted by vehicles are especially troubling because they leave tailpipes at street level where humans breathe the polluted air directly into their lungs. By decreasing the reliance on our vehicles by just a small fraction, we will reduce our carbon footprint, save gas money, and even spend less time in traffic. As we learn more and more about the dangerous state of our planet and its future, it is important for us to make necessary changes in order to hopefully leave our planet in better shape than we found it for the sake of our children. The greenhouse gases that cars emit include carbon dioxide and contribute to global warming. We all breathe the same air, so it is imperative for us to make strides towards cleaner air, since we all contribute to polluted air by using our cars as frequently as we do. According to a Union of Concerned Scientists, nearly 1/2 of all Americans, an estimated 150 million, live in areas that do not meet federal air quality standards. Poor air quality increases respiratory ailments like asthma and bronchitis, heightens the risk of life-threatening conditions like cancer, and burdens our healthcare systems with substantial medical costs. Particulate matter is single-handedly responsible for up to 30,000 premature deaths each year. A very simple way we can fix this is by relying on our vehicles just a little less. If there's an opportunity to carpool, walk, bike, or use public transportation, although it may seem small, it is actually a tremendous help. Another easy way to do this is to walk or take a bike when traveling distances anywhere between 0 to 2 miles, depending on your comfort zone and if you can handle it, basically. And then when traveling distances that are too far for walking or biking, try and carpool. If you know somebody headed out that way, try and get a ride with them, just to avoid an extra car on the road. And then in busier areas such as cities, look into the public transportation systems. So I assume that most of us live in Tempe, and there are several forms of public transportation that are mostly easy to follow and pretty reliable. And by driving less, we will not have to fill our cars with gas as often, which will allow you to save money or spend it elsewhere. You will also spend less time in traffic when you choose to use an alternate means of transportation. Even the smallest efforts will pay tremendous dividends in the future. In Paris, France, citizens frequently take part in Days Without Cars. The first Sunday of each month, as well as various days throughout the year, are dedicated to less cars on the road and less pollution in the air. The only accepted means of transportation are walking, biking, skateboarding, rollerblading, and taking the trains. And it doesn't include like ambulances and stuff, so they still have access. This allows for more breathable air for the city, its citizens, and its visitors. This concept is something that we could benefit from as well. The United States government should enforce a few no-car days throughout the year, and if the government does not do this, it is a simple change that we can make individually in order to preserve our environment. In China, the air quality is so poor that its citizens and visitors are encouraged to wear protective masks whenever setting foot outside. We are headed in a similar direction if we do not make more environmentally friendly choices. While there are several factors that contribute to the poor air quality, the high number of vehicles on the road is a variable that can be controlled. We can find another way to get where we need to go while still thinking of the environment and future generations. We have only been given one planet. The generations before us have nearly destroyed our environment, but we have the ability to do something about it. We must rely on our vehicles less, as they produce high levels of pollution. The pollution leads to poor air quality, as well as contributes to climate change. However, we can still get to where we need to be through the use of bikes, public transportation, or our own two legs. Global warming is the real threat to our well-being, but together we can make smarter choices that not only benefit ourselves and our planet, but our children as well.